Here's a sneak peek of what it looks like inside the arch cabin with the tarp on. So we got one more piece up there and 3 more down here to do, but you can see how the insulation fits, what it looks like. And that's the support beam, one of the support beams that we put in that we needed, and it comes down and hits on this header beam. And then on the other side, that's the other beam too. So once we get the windows in, we'll probably put in 2 more of those support beams just to put them in there. But as you can see, it's pretty well supported, and it ties that rib to the other side, which gives it its stability. Well, it does kind of seem like things are going slow, doesn't it?
It does. This weather has been just changing on us every morning that we want to start, finishing our roofing panels and that, and we just can't do it because the weather app keeps saying it's going to be raining, and we just can't do that because we have a tarp that's over the arch cabin, so it doesn't get wet on the inside.
Yeah, and then plus, the 3 of us, we can't do it by ourselves, so we need to schedule some people to come over and help us. And when we keep looking at the schedule, it says there's like a 40 or 50% chance of rain, and to take that tarp off and put it back on, it's kind of a hassle. So we've kind of been waiting, and on Wednesday we're supposed to have like 90% chance of rain, and then Thursday, I don't know, another 80 or 70. Yeah. So we're going to try to do it on Friday, and if we can get some people scheduled, but it seems like it's going slow. So we may not get the whole roof on in this video or not, but we'll have to wait and see. And it's just kind of on the weather. It's been up and down, but tomorrow it's supposed to rain really heavy.
Yes.
So we're going to try to get some stuff done today. We have the insulation rolled out. Of course, it's not 40 feet inside here, so we're overlapping by 3 feet, and then we're pulling the measuring tape, and then we'll cut it. Is it warm inside?
Yes, it's starting to get very warm in here. With this tarp, it's just holding the heat in.
So we just laid these 2 pieces out, and we knew that we were going to have to splice the rest of the insulation, and we just measured it, and we came up short. And the reason why is
we looked at the new arch cabin manual that they sent out, because we had an old one, and it says that you just don't want to cut it any longer than like 4 inches.
So I was cutting 41.5 feet, because in my mind the sheeting is 41 feet long, and actually the wall is only 40 feet long, so we should have only been cutting 40 feet and 4 inches, and I'm like 1.5 feet over. So we're about actually a 1/2 foot short of insulation, and I can't splice that together, so we need to go look for some.
So I seen this idea for a mosquito repellent using coffee grounds and lighter fluid. And what you have to do is just gather all your coffee grounds each time you make a pot of coffee, let the coffee grounds dry out, and then put lighter fluid on top of it. And it's supposed to burn and then burn out and then smoke, so it'll keep the mosquitoes away. So we're going to give this a shot because we've just been infested with these mosquitoes for over a few weeks.
Unfortunately, none of the local building supply companies have the type of insulation that we need, so I actually need to go onto the website, and I have to create an account and then have one of the sales representatives call me. So I'm not sure actually where we're going to get the insulation. It's kind of a bummer. I wish I wouldn't have made that mistake. It's going to put us behind a little bit.
Well, the flame went out. It didn't really smoke, so I'm going to try to do it again, because I'm not sure exactly if it's supposed to keep burning and then go out, but I haven't seen any smoke.
Isaac and I just finished mowing the meadow. I think it looks pretty good. Just in time, because I think some thunderstorms are coming. It's starting to get really windy. Well, I'm a little sweaty. We came out after the rainstorm and to take a look at some of the water retention that we have, and I'll show you what happened. We know we don't have this quite ready for drainage yet because we're still working on the house and putting up the siding, but the water is pooling here, and over at that pipe is the plumbing that goes into the house for the septic. Well, the water is falling down and was actually eroding the ground, and it was going back in underneath the crawl space from the piping hole that we have in the cement wall, which kind of filled with dirt, and then it just acted as a drain pipe underneath the house. So we kind of got that cleaned up, dug these trenches here, drained some of the water away from the property. The ground kind of settled, and which I think is what's causing the problem, but we do have intentions of putting up some kind of French drain, or at least some means of shedding the water away from the house. But it's pretty humid out here. The mosquitoes are horrible. I don't know, I'm drenched from sweat, but I think we got it taken care of for the night. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll monitor it. But anyway, I wanted to give you an update on what the rain did and how it's affecting the property right now. Well, this morning Kimmy and Heather came over to help us again, putting on the insulation and the siding. We got one piece of the insulation up, and now we're going to go work on installing 2 of the side panels.
How's it going over there?
Not too bad.
Good.
Yeah, it's a little bit high up, kind of
Yeah.
awkward.
Very.
That's the first sheet of insulation we got up today. It's kind of difficult on this side with the uneven ground and the hole here. It really makes it difficult to get this stuff up, but we're doing our best.
Isaac's putting the last 2 screws on the top portion of this panel, and then this one will be done.
Well, I think I forgot to start the video for one of the time lapses, but we got 2 panels on, and now we just need to do another roll of insulation and get 2 more on, and we'll be even on each side. Looks like some of the moisture has dissipated on the front side, so we might be able to get the top 2 on, but it's pretty steep up there, and we're gonna have to be walking on the roof, and it's a real uneasy feeling. All right, we're up here. This is a perspective, rolling out the insulation.
Yeah, we're just about finished doing it, so hopefully this goes well for us.
Well, we just finished putting up another piece of insulation. I didn't videotape it because we've been showing you guys a couple times how we do it.
I am currently grilling some teriyaki chicken to make some chicken rice bowls for lunch today.
It looks good. Smells really good too.
Yeah.
That looks delicious.
ladies are working so hard.
We are working hard. We're having to hold this because there's 2 grown men.
Okay, we're ready to move.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Okay, so here's where we are. We need to put 2 more panels on each side. So we have 6 on this side and then 6 on this side. The challenge is the peak is so high, the ladders aren't really that long. So even though the peak is only about 16 feet up, our ladders are 24 feet long. Just the way the curve is, it makes it pretty difficult to get up there and crest the curve and be able to stand and screw in the paneling. Here's what it looks like on the inside. It'd be cool if this was a big giant skylight. But siding going up, each side. So we got the top one, both sides done, as in with the top layer, white. Still need to put the siding on, but I think we're gonna tarp it for the night because it's getting late and there may be some rain coming. Well, we're back at it today trying to get this roof finished. We just put up one of the panels, one of 4. So we have 1 more to do on this side and then 2 more to do on that side over there. And then we got the ridge cap to do. Well, we had to take a little break. The metal got too hot to touch. So it's about 6 o'clock right now, and we're gonna get started putting up the last panel and the ridge cap.
It went really good today, though. Luckily, we only had 4 panels to do, but tomorrow there's like an 80, is it 80%?
No,
or
59
Oh,
or something.
59% chance of rain. So we need to get this done before that happens.
So I'm up here on the ridge cap and I'm taping the insulation down and then putting in the final screw up here, and then we'll put the ridge cap on, which will come over, lay on top of these, and then we'll screw lap siding screws into this, and that'll complete the roof.